I am in the tube again. Greetings, everyone. We're gonna be. I don't know if my. I think I'm having some issues with the computer. It's the images. Let me check on the. See how it is. I think I'm having some issues today with the computer. Let me check. Give me a little minute here to try to figure out if everything is okay. Seems to be very slow today. Doesn't even want to open the page. Here. Trying to figure out if everything is okay. Yeah, it's cutting off. Seems to be very slow today. Doesn't even want to open the page. Okay, I guess we'll. It's cutting off. Anyway, if it gets. Yeah, you see, it's not even following my. Anyway, if you receive me okay, you hear me good, please let me know in the chat. Would be great so I can keep going, because if not, I might stop it. Anyway, so teachings worth sharing. I think, yeah, it's worth sharing. If great teachings is there and stuff that we can grow from internally, yeah, it's worth sharing. So PT has a great book, Peace Gita Scriptures for the Now by Prashant Ep.325. Yeah, even the writings at the bottom are like not very. Anyway, I might change my computer. That's what's gonna happen. I think I'm gonna let go of this or do a big cleanup in it. The worst is there's nothing else open but that page. Let me close Spotify. See if it's all good. Okay, if you hear me, good. I'll close Spotify here to make sure. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Leslie, for letting me know that everything is okay. So, yeah, so I'm going to start this new series. I'm going to, of course, reason with the book and all that and give you my impression, my feelings, my reasoning with it. So first, yeah, this it. I'll show you the book. You've heard me with that book before, but I think it's essential to repeat to so we never forget the great teaching. Yeah, so that's a PT's book. The Peace Gita. So it starts with the scriptures. The real. Oh, sorry. Oh my God. Sorry. I got a little issue with the nose today. So yeah, let me blow that nose and I'll be back. Okay. I save you the nose blowing. So yeah, so he starts with the scriptures. First of all, it's very well put together. The book, it's all by chapters. He starts with the scriptures, basic definitions, observation in this matrix. There's a lot. Uh, Friends and family, sound and music, learning and education, spirituality and evolution, right behavior, and PTD axis. So, and I'm always gonna promote PT's book because it's a great, great tool for anyone that looks for more in their life, like a little bit something substantial than what they have been taught. So PT offers a great, anyway, it's essential. I think there's book that are very good to read, very good to have our eyes on. This is one of them. Scriptures for the now. So I'll skip the part that the scriptures because I want to go to by the name. What's in the name? Anyway, he starts with the real thing reveal. I'm gonna show you the pages too. I don't know if you can see it good. It might be blurry a bit. Karim. Bonjour, Karim, Leslie. Bonjour, tout le monde. So, that's it. In the beginning arises the dot. The dot moves to create an arc, the golden mean spiral. One becomes two, static and kinetic. Shiv and Shakti. Three arcs are created with the dot in the center. Trinity is established. Multiverse is born. Oh, Karim, tu es français? OK, tu parles français, Karim, pas de problème. Ici, on parle français et anglais. Je fais celui-là en anglais parce que son livre est en anglais, mais je vais recevoir bientôt la version française et je vais faire la même chose en français très bientôt. Là, je le fais en anglais parce que j'ai la version anglaise, mais bientôt, vous allez pouvoir digérer tout ça en français. So, Ayum, PT does it like that's something I have to practice myself first of all. But the anyway, A-E-I-O-U-M is thus the symbol of creation. Look, I'm not an expert in Vedic and stuff like that. I'm in the midst of learning, just like you. So I come here repeating these stuff because it's essential for me to put it through my head. But I am not no Vedic expert in astrology or anything. I'm just a simple guy trying to learn stuff, and I come on YouTube to share it with you. But I am no expert in anything. And I'm a learner. A seeker, an innovators. Yeah. Anyway. So, Ayum, A-E-I-O-U-M, is thus the symbol of creation, called home or hum. When true knowledge is lost amongst the children of earth, every vowel is part of the play. So then the name, what's in the name? Not much considering the number of Jones and Davids there are in this world. It is just an identity tag, which you unfortunately have to share with many others. But if one looks deeper, a name might turn out to be more than that. It might reveal one's function within the bigger scheme of things. No, I am not talking about numerology, even though that is also a good starting point to discover the workings of multiversal functionings. Prashant pronounced praha, shant, with a soft T at the end. Trivedi pronounced Trivedi, with a soft D, actual Sanskrit. So prashant equals prashant, peaceful. Prashant is thus also the Sanskrit equivalent of Pacific. Pacific, yeah, exactly. Large up PT, yeah. So also prashant waves plus peace, wave of resolution. You know, it's well possible. That's what I was talking with someone yesterday. Uh, oh, forgot his name. Uh, you know, forgot his name suddenly. Anyway, uh, so I was talking about PT exactly and how it is well possible that some of us here on Earth might be very, very divine. Like it's hard, even me talking about it, saying that because we've been told so many stories, so many fables about, like, let's say, just say Jesus Christ or stuff like that, that sometimes when we hear that there is someone divine on earth, like, that could teach us stuff, often we will at start reject the idea. I don't know, we've been programmed to think certain stuff, and yeah. But I find PT as a great divine core. Like you can feel the, yeah. I suggest to look at his stuff, yeah, on a deeper level. So non-destructive interference amongst waves leading to superluminal faster than light implosion. Trivedi, three Vedas, and three main system of knowledge, also known as the three Idis or the three Me's. If you look at it in an Egyptian sensibility, P, Virgo, Mercury, Hermes, Trivedi is the same Tri, Smegdit. Hold on. There's words that are a bit hard for me. Trivedi becomes Hermes, Trismegistus. My initials PT become root of Pita, etc. Which in its Sanskrit root is Pita, meaning father, or Peti, meaning husband. P proper, T crossing. PT Skywalker sounds fine too in a bird tribe context. Also P the axis, T turning. So to sum it up, I like to say P is the pole. You spin around. What was lost is now being found. So the real stairway to heaven, bliss, enlightenment, because I think in the long run, if you're seeking something, you're something real, something that will make you feel alive, well, it's certainly bliss and enlightenment, and for sure. Since many have been asking, I felt it best to make it this public. These are the four basics discipline required to get the mind, body, soul, DNA matrix to generate bliss from within. First, you need the right diet. Yeah. You need the right diet, avoiding violent foods like meat, and bliss reducing ones like white sugar and genetically modified food. Recommended veggies, lentils, grain, nuts, roots, herbs, and spices. Second, fractal living environment. Avoiding big cities, metal concrete building, power lines, mobile towers, etc. What's recommended? Old properly braided landscape, oceanside, old grown forest. A tree is a fractal. Ever wonder why Booth got enlightenment under an old tree? That's why I said when you go in nature, when you go in nature, exactly, when you go out, just hug the tree. Like appreciate, love nature for what it is, and try to create some kind of link with it. Hug the tree, take the dirt in your hand, take the water in your hand, let it flow through your hands. Get that uh, link. I don't want to use the word contact, but get that link with nature that is essential for you to feel other stuff after. Also, maybe on a deeper level, if you can feel nature on a deeper level, probably you'll be able to feel other beings on a deeper level too. Like, to me, it's yeah. So fee-based architecture using biology-friendly building materials like granite, bamboo, hemp, etc. T'en vas à l'école, Gavin? Bonne journée. Rise and shine. Give thanks for life. Yeah. So shareable thoughts. Maximizing thoughts which can be shared with anyone. And that's one of the reasons why I come here, is to share my thoughts. I think it's essential in these times, especially the way the world is going. Yeah. Eliminate needs for secrets and storage. Eliminate needs for secrets and storage. I don't think it's necessary. Zero storage, infinite connectivity through which relates the pure principle of the universe, like the patterns of nature functionings, sacred geometry, etc. So, coherent emotions. Emotions, energy in motion, directed to generating compassion, complete passion. Emotion which reach beyond the normal realm of negativity, sadness, and despair, or momentary joy and happiness. This is very, very important. That's what I was putting uh, the emphasis on yesterday, about galactic emotion, about having better emotion, like a bigger emotion, others than the one we like he says here, normal realm of negativity, sadness, despair, or momentary joy and happiness. To these comes often. Often you will find yourself in a state of joy or happiness, and then an hour after back miserable. Like, what is that? Like, it's some, you want to have emotion you can sustain, you can keep all day long, you can keep all your life. You can sleep on those emotions almost. Like, which can connect to one, to say a tree, cloud, and in due course, a star. Galactic emotions, exactly. Emotions which are like a laser instead of a torchlight. Laser travels much faster because of its coherence. Sorted multiversal emotions beyond everyday pettiness, which engulf majority of human life. This is the thing here, is because we're so stuck up in, first of all, we're stuck with the words we've been taught. So uh, with words come emotion. With emotion comes, you can put a word on it, either you're sad, you're desperate, so we have all kinds of words to define our emotion. But what I'm saying is, there is, like, just for example, the word bliss. Not too many people use that word, bliss. It's rarely that you're gonna go out and talk to others or other being, and they will tell you, I'm in a state of bliss, my bro. Whoa, it's something. So I've never, first of all, before coming on YouTube, I've never heard that word. So there's words, emotion, and stuff that we are completely unaware of. That I'm pretty sure it's because we live in a box that has no box anyway. So yeah, so now the most important bit. There should be real humility. Humility is not really there towards the divine, towards no. There's a lack of humility, definitely. towards the benevolent higher beings, which are closer to the states of perfection that one is. This automatically allows for smooth evolution. The real journey only begins after one has attained proper humility. That's so true. So now we're going to go with the basic definitions, like I said. Divine defined. One may ask, what is divine? As we are communicating in English, we have to use the word divine, which simply translates to die vine or perfect branching, because it comes closest to the characteristic of Paramatman, a Sanskrit term for God. A Sanskrit term. God is too loaded a word mostly with misconception. Also, it is a male term, while divine is beyond male female polarity. True, true, true. And that's where we have to go beyond the male and female. And again, that's another duality, male female. There's all kinds of duality like this. Even though Paratman or Devon is beyond the realm of words, the simplest definition is the original creative spark, which, despite having created all the creations and dimensions, lies outside of it all. Interesting. Divine supports and encompasses all good. Real love, peace, harmony, nonviolence, painlessness, etc. Many of the innumerable qualities of divine, like perfection on all levels, are well documented in Vedic texts like the Puranas, Ramayana, Mahabharata, etc. Divine equals perfect fractality and perfect coherence. What these are cannot be understood without a personal experience through divine's grace. In the present time space realm world, PT Avatar is providing a glimpse into this fractality, coherence, and synchronicity through real-time sound and lights events. And you can refer to his YouTube channel also. I think I put some link in the description of the video. You can reach his website. His website is in the description. And from the website, you can have access to all the information, yeah. As long as beings stay humble to the divine, there is no pain or torture. And me reading you his books like this is giving you like a preliminary insight on his work, and that can maybe lead you to dig a little bit more. So I'm not coming here to just like, it's to incite you to maybe dig a little deeper, maybe dig in Vedic astrology, dig in ancient stuff that can give you yeah the spark to start something. So as long as beings stay humble to the divine, there is no pain or torture. Evil is born the moment any beings rebel against the divine. This rebellion arises simply from wanting praises for itself, which it does not deserve. And that's what the majority of people on this earth look is for praises. They want to be liked. We're going to go through that, but the like me syndrome, that is very real. And most people, like, they want to be praised. They think they deserve praise for some reason, some nonsense they have created, or like you go on stage and sing or play guitar, or and you think you deserve praise, or not only I'm talking about all the bands and stuff. Like people that often I find that we praise false idols. That's exactly what it is. Some are worthy to be praised. Some have very, very good teachings and are worthy to be praised, definitely. So PT is setting the record straight, my people. Yeah, the record straight. It's elementary, my dear. After severe disconnection from nature and creating a plasticky, concretely blissless world, people's definition of divinity doesn't carry connection with elements. When divinity is, has always been, always will be, all about connection and manifestation through elements. There is a reason why the elementals are the devas, demigods, the good guys, the real good fellas in Vedic wisdom. Agni, Vayu, Varun, their head being Indra. Now there's the fire deity, wind deity, water deity, and wielder of thunderbolt. Their mother being Aditi, sky deity, the fifth element. Their support being Prithvi, earth deity. The body is made up of these elements only, and the soul ascends to higher realm only after purification of these elements. Element is elementary. The devas are always in heaven only because they always bow to the source, the divine. So now, higher and lower. Again, I am with PT's book, Scriptures for the Now, setting the record straight. Boom. Higher and lower in the world where equality is a mass slogan. Oh, I had something to tell you about. What was I saying about before? Element. Oh, yeah. They say that the body is made of water, but I was thinking yesterday everything is pretty much inverted in this world. And if you like take the M and the W and you reverse it, it makes matter. And a lot of people are saying we're more made of matter than water. So yeah, so maybe it's just another inverted thing. Higher and lower. So in a world where equality is a mass slogan propagated by evil minions, applied to gender, race, being, etc., and higher, lower are seen as swear words, Lotus Ocean declares that there is higher and lower. The definition of a higher being is quite simple. A being is higher than oneself if the being is more connected to the divine than one is. Regarding how will we know, etc., it is very clear within the first instant to those that are honest. If one doesn't know how to behave properly with a higher being, one has no chance of progressing towards the eternal, delicious, overwhelming bliss that is divine. So now I'm into the basic definitions. Like I said, there's a lot, there's quite a bit. We'll be on that book for a while. It's very inspiring. I like to read and reread and yeah, I think I'll read it. You'll probably see me here with that book a few more times over the next few years. So bliss, what is bliss? People ask What is bliss? Bliss is DNA on fire going past speed of light. Bliss is Kundalini going through the crown chakra. Bliss is all the chakras flowering like lotuses. Bliss is ability to steer one's souls after death. Bliss is creating a rainbow at will. Bliss is the brain on ecstasy through Kundalini juices. Bliss is surfing time without ever falling. Bliss is to have one's fate completely in one's own hand. Bliss is the ability to play with the element. This is just a little taste of bliss. It is many more such things which most cannot even fathom because, again, the set of emotions is very compartmentalized. So I think once you reach a higher emotional state with higher emotion, you will, by consequence, I don't want to use consequence. That's why I hesitate sometimes with my words because, yeah, I don't. There's certain words I just don't want to say, and I become very, I'm not here to just speak. I want to, I want to watch the words I use. So, yeah, everything is evil. That's what Kemi Wellman says. But everything is evil. I don't know. I don't know, Kemi, honestly. No? I think some of us are there is some very divine stuff on earth, and there is a lot of love. There is a lot of great people. It's just we've all been programmed in a very weird way. Like we have, anyway, evil is division. Evil is all that nonsense that we experience now. I think there is a lot of evil, but also there is a lot of divine vibration in this world. And you can also, I think you can attach to the evil vibration as much as the divine vibration. So, yeah. And again, it depends also how you see the world. Because we always have we see the world as we are. You know what I'm saying? So often, if we see ourselves in a better fashion, better way, we will change our regard on the world also often. But that's just my opinion. And we all been programmed. That's why I struggle with my words, try to take them out my head, but it doesn't always work. But we all been programmed. That's what I was saying to forgot his name. I have memory problems sometimes. Maybe smoking too much weed or stuff like that. But yeah, we all been programmed, and that program is very hard to get out your head. It's an everyday work. That's why I'm here working every day on it to clear that program. Trying my best to do it. It's not an easy road, not an easy road, but we will get there. With enough focus, enough large emotions, we will get there. So, yeah, this is just a little taste of bliss. No pill, alcohol, drink, drugs, relationship, self guided diet, meditation, or yoga can give it. This is the thing. Often we look for substances or event or things that we do. The bliss, I think, is generating from within, like many other stuff. Like we cannot expect to come to us like happiness or stuff. Like bliss is generated from within, from your core, from your, yeah. Only way is learning from those who have it by bowing and serving. Is it? Serve. Truth. Now we're in the basic definitions again. So, truth, a very interesting word. Truth is the most misunderstood term in Muggle world. Yes, my people, in the Muggle world. It is usually equated with being accurate about how many toffees one ate, how many apples one stole, how much tax one avoided. The unending information on forms or other such useless petty trivia meant for upholding the unholy system. Christian, like Krishna, like Krishna, without the A, Krishna without the A, who always denied eating the butter, would be considered a liar under current definitions, which people like Gandhi have propagated. Real truth, as in Satyan Shivam Sundaram, meaning truth is Shiv is beauty, has nothing to do with anything to do with this artificially created society and structure and its banal manners. Real truth is more to do with seeing reality as is without any distortion. It just plays the microphone. Without any distortion. Truth is facing the reality of one's own being and the lack of happiness therein. Truth is in the laws of nature and divine, which are pure, scientifically verifiable principles, not subject to change in time. Truth is that divine exists. Truth is that happiness can only exist where when divine is praised. Boom. And the truth is, I say a lot, the truth is the beauty within you. The beauty within you. Like people say, oh, it's my truth. It's no, the truth is not what you're speaking. The truth is what is. Reality is what is. No one will change that. It doesn't change from one person to another. The truth is the beauty you have within you. Really, to me, that's what it sums up to. And yeah, it is what is. Seeing reality as is without any distortions. Facing reality of one's being, one's own being. So now we're in the again another here. He has a mage. He takes look. It's very well done. He takes one word like honesty here. I think I don't know if I put it in front of the camera, but anyway, honesty, and then he goes on. So the whole book is like that. Very interesting. Honesty. Honesty is another one of the many important words twisted beyond recognition. Honesty has nothing to do with not stealing bread or jam from the supermarket, or paying your bills on time, or not lying about the cookies you ate. Honesty is actually about being straight about one's state. Honesty is about getting to the point. Without this real honesty, one cannot hope to evolve. It is the first step on the ladder out of hell. Honesty allows one to seek the divine or something higher than oneself to help one out. It is said that there are many confused people out there. What I would say is that there are many dishonest people out there. Impressed. I'm press. Impress means I am press. Being pressed enough to act. So one is not really impressed unless one cannot help but act. Many here are impressed by many things and beings, mostly at their own level or lower. But not many are impressed by divine or real beauty. If there were if they were one, won't miss it. Hold on. If they were, one won't miss it, as there would be lots of action witnessed in that direction. That's it. We all say, "Oh, I'm impressed," like especially the truckers. But now Trudeau has come with his martial law. He came out yesterday declaring, invoking the Emergency Act in Canada. So, yeah, another thing from the Babylonian. The Babylonian are on the stage lately. So, yeah. Sincere. Sincere. But I decided to stop giving it too much energy to that stuff because I'm wondering if it's not just the whole thing, just upside up again. So I think I'm going to stop giving it too much energy, or I won't stop talking about it. Like I'm supposed to have a hangout with Cindy and Sam this Friday. I'll be there. I'll talk about it, but it's not going to be my only focus because I think it's a lot of distractions and stuff. So, yeah. But I thank them for doing what they do. We probably be worse off without it. But anyway, I have some reserve. I have some reserve. That's it. Sincere. There are those who are telling me that the thank you, not followed by any corresponding actual actions, can be sincere. I, however, find people lining up outside nightclubs in freezing colds, some in mini skirts, mini skirts, sincere for what one really wants to do. One dedicates time and energy and goes to any length. Real sincerity only exists in relation to that which makes people act without restraints. Simple. Yeah, many people are sincere, like PT said. People are sincere. They're doing what they want to do. But the thing is, we have not much clue on what we're actually doing, that we're hurting ourselves most of the time. Responsibility. The real meaning of the term responsibility is hidden in its spelling. It's actually made up of two words. Sorry. Responsibility. Yes, the ability to respond promptly and properly to higher and divine is anyone's only responsibility. This real responsibility raises one's up instead of weighing one down. Any other sense of it will only bring one down. Gene snake. What are called human in Muggle speak are gene snake in Lotus Ocean speak. Even though the diversity seems mind-boggling, there are not many of them here. Yeah, there are not many of them here. A gathering comprising of a single representative from each one would barely fill up a school hall. That's it. Everyone's looked the same. That's the gene snake. I'm gonna reread that one. What are called humans in Muggle speak are gene snake and Lotus Ocean speak. Even though the diversity seems mind-boggling, there are not many of them here. A gathering comprising of a single representative from each one would barely fill up a school hall. Exactly. Muggle. Muggle is a term that is used repeatedly in Lotus Ocean blogs, so it's best to throw some light on it. A Muggle, as now many children know, courtesy the Harry Potter books, is simply a non-magic person. Someone completely unaware of the greater realities beyond the 3D physical matrix. Muggle is basically a being who accepts the 3D prison reality as the only reality and spends its time continuously creating and dealing with petty problems. It goes under many pseudonyms: average Joe, simple person, mass mob, dude, bloke. It desperately tries to eke out happiness in domains which don't have any, in domains which don't have any, that don't have any. Sorry. It defies divine and creates tailor-made gods suited to its own narrow-mindedness. It has opinions, but no knowledge. It has thoughts, but no clarity. It is theoretically awake, but practically asleep. It has fear, but no real curiosity. It has questions, but does not want any answers. That's the muggle. That's the muggle world today. White. That's interesting. White. Just a quick observation on the terminology assigned to a particular race, tribe on this planet. The race, tribe, term white is not really white. Might come as a surprise to some. Hold on, I have to place that microphone. It's too much on it. Okay, like this. Okay, it's not really white. It might come as a surprise to some, but those who have doubts are advised to take a look at the color white. Sorry. Over and over if required. The so called white race is actually more translucent. Sorry. More translucent than anything else, reason being lack of pigmentation, a disease called albinism. Albinism? The complexion varies from yellow to red. Skin is usually ruddy, pimply, and scaly. The translucent is more apt term to describe this race tribe. The color white conjures up ideals of purity and righteousness, which are erroneously ascribed by the subconscious to this particular race through this false terminology. This is true. Like, so much for the black and white chessboard world, which has been created by those whose objective is to confuse. P.S. Through these words might though these words might rub some people the wrong way, it must be stated that this blog is not here to promote racism, but as an exercise in seeing, naming things as they are. Because even black, you say you're black, you're not really black. If I put the color black beside you, it's not really black, it's brown. So, we're not even naming things according to what it is. So, right there, it's complete, it's confusion, it's nonsense. It's like we say, people are white. Like, look, This is white. Does that look like my skin? Not really, eh? So I'm a brown, pale brown. In the summer, I become darker because of sun exposure. But I'm not white. You can tell me I'm white. Like, what is this? Again, it's just to give those people like some kind of purity, or I don't know. Complete nonsense. We're all brown, different shades of brown, and that's it. That's all. Some are very pale. I get it, but also like the pigmentation or your skin tone goes a lot with what you eat. So yeah, so good day everyone. Just joining in. Christine Buckley from Pennsylvania. Large up Christine. Christine, we're looking at the book of PT the Avatar, setting the record straight, basic definitions, teachings worth sharing. With my input, of course. So vegan. Oh, that's a quite a hard word to say for me. Vegetarianism. Oh, I got it. Vegetarianism. Yeah. Whew. This is a general thinking consensus all over the planet that not eating animal flesh is vegetarianism. Vegetarianism. So the so-called vegetarians have no qualms about having non-veg partners even in nature. The herbivores and carnivores don't mate. Horses don't mate with lions. Elephants don't mate with cats and so forth. But Homo sapiens seemingly can override all natural law and discomfort awkwardness of nonsensical situations. They also freely go to discotheques, raves, trance parties, festivals, in the blessed comfort of knowing that they are vegetarian and thus against slaughterhouses and animal cruelty and so forth. The simple fact that the techno music they are enjoying is no different from slaughterhouse machines sound doesn't cross their mind. Sound doesn't cross their mind. Also, most of the vocal music they hear is nothing but the agonized cries of dying animals, channeled through Homo sapien mouths. There is no realization that vegetarianism is a whole way of life, not just a food choice. The whole gambit of meat, alcohol, boredness, corpiness, non-veg company, non-veg sound has to be given up together before one truly becomes a vegetarian. The incomplete compartmentalized form of vegetarianism is neither lasting nor does it bring all the benefits associated with vegetarianism. Veg food plus non-veg life equal speedy disintegration. This is the just to sum it up, is the vegan people. They say yeah, vegan. They promote vegan, but then they go listen to music that is sing by non-vegan beings. Like the whole thing. If you're yeah, like I've shared before, I live vegan now for 14 years. It's been life changing in ways I can't describe in words. Yeah, for sure. Your whole vision perspective change once you stop eating animal flesh. That's for sure. Christine Buckley. So yeah. So the whole thing. So that if you if you eat veg food, you should have a veg life also. A bit when it's resuming here. So, yeah. So, evolve, love. The word love. The word love is a big, big word. The word love, it's a small word, I should say, but with big signification. The word love keep on getting used on this planet. I'll get to the fact why PT calls it a planet and not a plane. Sometimes he uses plane, sometimes he uses planet. We'll get to that. He has an explanation for that. The word love keeps on getting used on this planet 1,000,000,000 times a day without a clue as to what it is. An extensive air of mystery has been created around a simple concept. To love someone means that you want the best for them. And the best that can happen to anyone is that they evolve from their current state. To want evolution of anyone is loving them. To want evolution of everyone is loving everyone. The real spelling of evolve, love, reveals its absolute connection to love. So, in order to love, you must evolve. Evolve to the being you're supposed to be when you come here, not the robot of Babylon. So, we're all working on becoming better beings, better. Love is allowing, yeah. And love should be for higher and divine. But there is higher and divine also on earth. Like it's not just when PT talks, unless I'm mistaken, when PT talks about higher and divine, like to me, PT is higher and divine. And there's others. I'm going with his teaching now, but there is others that are higher and divine. Like probably, I would have to, yeah. Free to free. Free, another word like love, thrown around by people without any proper understanding. So much pain, heartache, and break arises from the misuse of these keywords. Free has nothing to do with doing whatever one pleases or having all the money in the world. Free is fee, Phiree, fee recursive, fee rotation at faster than light speed, which gives an ability to switch dimensions. In simple terms, it is the ability to take the soul to higher realms after death. Real freedom has always been freedom from pain and torture of lower realms, and cycles of birth and death therein. Complete freedom, ascension to the highest realm of divine. And I'm going to leave you on this, but freedom is a word we use a lot lately, especially for the freedom convoy. So, freedom, liberties, okay. Like, we can all regain more liberties here for sure, but to say that we are going to get freedom from this old thing, it's another thing. We cannot change anyone else but ourselves. Indeed, can inspire by our action influencing. Exact. We can all be influencers. We can, and again, it's not to by influence. I just don't like the influence. Like you have flu in, hence why you have flu inside because you influence. I don't know. I don't know. The word I'm not so sure. I have to research the words before I use them often. But I look at it and sometimes, yeah, I just like. But yeah, influencing. We can use it. I'm not saying that it's a word that I will not use, but I'm just looking at it and making some sense of it, like anything else that I look at. But anyway, I wish you all a great day, and I'll be here again tomorrow with words are limiting. They're so limiting. They're so. Sometimes I struggle because I challenge myself often to find other words. So I'm there always speaking, and I take pause when I speak because I know the words doesn't make sense. So I don't want to use it. But yeah, words are limiting, and yeah, it is. So large up, take care, and I'll be here again 8 a.m. tomorrow for another hour with PT's book. We'll do it an hour like this. It's good. It's a good format. And that's it. Tomorrow we'll be looking at the unnecessary. That's what we'll start with. But yeah, if you want to get the book, you can have it in PDF. Like if you want to, it would be great if you go and acquire the book because you could also follow with me when I read and stuff and maybe participate in the lecture. Anyway, I don't know if you can see it. Maybe closer to me. I don't know. Anyway, peace, Gita. Here you see it now because I have the. Let me just fix it. Okay, here. Peace, Gita. Scriptures for the now. Prochaine TVD, Lotus Ocean. Very, very interesting book. It can. It brought me so much clarity. I think it's the third time or something like that I read that book. Maybe what was making. I know what it is. I think it's the background, the blurry background I had on. That's what was causing the problem in the problem in the broadcast. That's why anyway. I think I found out the yeah, sending tons of love for sure, gratitude. Thanks for sharing. But yeah, if you want to acquire it, go on PT. I have to move my finger so you can see it. PT's website. It's in the description. And you can have access to all his stuff. Patreon. He has all kinds of avenue you can go to learn about his teachings and stuff. So yeah. So gratitude is a must. It's all love, of course. It's nothing but love. So that's it. Let me. Uh, yeah. I even made some little banners. I don't know. I'm playing with the what is it called? StreamYard. So large up. I'm out, and I'll be here again tomorrow, 8 a.m. See ya.